All right, so 5.2, we're going to talk about two more types of transformations. Those are reflections and rotations. All right, so starting off with rotations. A rotation is a turn around a fixed point called the center of rotation. We're always going to use the origin or 0, 0 for ours. You might have seen in other situations they had something else, but for what we're going to do, the center of rotation will always be the origin, 0, 0. Also, like with translations, we use the word slide. A rotation we might refer to as a turn. So in a rotation, the figure rotates at a specific angle and direction. Okay, so we are going to focus on counterclockwise, always about the origin. Okay, so two things to keep in mind there. These rules, at first, they might make sense to you. They might not make sense to you, but they'll take some practice and we'll do that. So 90 degrees, we're just rotating this way, right? 90 degrees would just be one quadrant, and the rule for that would be negative yx, right? Again, I will show you what that means as we go through an example. One thing to note is that if I put a negative sign, it really just means the opposite, right? It doesn't necessarily mean negative, right? Or we're going to change the sign. So again, I'll explain what that means when we go through an example. But just for now, know that negative sign doesn't necessarily mean a negative number. Okay, so 180 degrees, we're rotating two quadrants. And that rule is negative x, negative y, or opposite x, opposite y. And then 270 degrees, we're rotating three quadrants. And that rule is y, negative x. Okay, again, opposite x, not necessarily negative. So just like we had notation for translations, we have notation for rotations as well. So for a rotation, we always use a lowercase r, okay? This first blank is going to be the angle of rotation. So your options are only going to be 90, 180, or 270. That's all that will go there. This will always be the origin because that's going to be our center of rotation. And then just like before, the parentheses here are going to be the shape that we are rotating. Okay, so if I was going to write a rule for each of these, I'm just going to look at first one says from B to D. So here's B. I'm rotating one quadrant, two quadrants to get to D. So that would be 180 degrees. Each quadrant that you rotate is 90. Okay, so my notation, right? Remember we just talked about R, blank, O, and then the shape, right? This blank, because we're rotating 180 degrees, we're going to have lowercase 180, O for origin, and then we're rotating shape B. So that would be the rule for that rotation. If I'm looking from A to D, I'm only going one quadrant, so that would be 90 degrees. So my notation would be lowercase r, 90, O for origin, because again, that's our center of rotation, and then I'm rotating shape A. So when you're writing the rule for the rotations, you're just going to count how many quadrants it moves. Each quadrant is 90 degrees. All right, now here's where we're gonna actually have to use our rules. Okay, so first let's start by graphing PQRS. So P is at 1, 1, Q is at 3, 3, R is at 4, 1, and S is at 3, 0. So I'm gonna graph those. 1, 1 is P, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Q, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, is R, and then 3, oops, not 3, 1, 3, 0, right here is S. So we have a little shape here, okay? And we are going to rotate 90 degrees about the origin. Again, all of our rotations are going to be 90 degrees counterclockwise. So the rule that I wrote down for 90 degrees, I'm going to put that at the top here. Opposite of y, x. So what that tells us, right, is I'm going to take my y value for p, which is 1, and I'm going to take the opposite of that. So that would be -1. I'm going to put that in the first position. Then I'm going to put x, which in this case for p is 1, and I'm going to put that in the second position. So I'm using, right, that this first one is xy. I'm using that to transform, right, to rotate my shape. So I'm going to do the same thing. For q, my y is 3, so I'm going to take the opposite of that, which is -3, and then x, which is 3. So r, same thing. Opposite of y, so -1, and then x, which is 4. All right, same thing for the last one. Opposite of y, so opposite of 0 is still just 0, and then x there. Now, you'll notice when we did translations in class, I said you could count out the points and write them down later. However, this way you're just going to want to get the points and then plot them afterwards. So now let's look at what that looks like. -1, 1, so here's p prime. -3, 3, so here's q prime. -1, 4, there's r prime, and then 0, 3 is s prime. So it's a small picture, kind of hard to see, but hopefully you notice that if I took the blue shape and I just rotated it 90 degrees about the origin, that's what my shape would look like. Now, again, another thing I want you to notice, right? When we looked at translations, we said the order of the letters didn't change because we were just sliding it. Now, when we're rotating it, if I look, R is in the pre-image to the right side. When I rotate it, now R is on the top. And that's because we're rotating the shape. We're not just translating it. So if it's ever just giving you a shape and asking you what transformation is happening, that's one of the clues that you could look for. All right, on to reflections. Okay, so the rule for reflections, so again, just like rotations, we're just going to have these rules that we follow. When we reflect across the x-axis, so that's this, right? The rule that we're going to use is x opposite of y. Okay? When we reflect across the y-axis, we're going to use opposite of x, y. Okay? So again, these are just rules. Write them down, have them somewhere near you when you're doing your homework, when you're doing your quiz. Use that resource. I wouldn't say this is something necessarily that you need to memorize. Okay? But a reflection is, the word that we say is a flip. Right? Because I'm taking this shape, which would be my pre-image here, and I'm flipping it over that blue line to get to my image. Right? Same thing with this yellow shape here. I have my pre-image. I'm flipping it across the red line here to get to my image. Okay, so translation is slide, rotation is turn, reflection is flip. Those are the 3 words that you want to know. All right, let's do one of these. These are pretty straightforward. We have J at 1, 4. We have A at 3, 5. We have G at 2, 1. Let's plot those. 1, 4, 3, 5, and 2, 1. Okay, so we have a little triangle there. And now let's do our so reflection, capital R versus lowercase r. And we're just going to write either x-axis or y-axis. So this one we're reflecting across the x-axis. So our rule for that, we said, was x opposite of y. Okay, so here is my x-axis. That's what I'm flipping it across. So again, I'm going to do how I use the rule just like with rotations. So my x stays the same, and I'm going to take the opposite of y. My x stays the same, take the opposite of y. My x stays the same, take the opposite of y. So 1, -4 is j prime. 3, -5 is a prime. And 2, -1 is g prime. That's off a little bit. Oops, let's try that again. I think a is in the wrong spot. Here we go. 3, 5, -5. There we go. 2, -1, g prime. That looks better. Right, so again, imagine if I just folded a piece of paper across this green line, those two would land right on top of each other. Okay, again, if we look at where the letters are though, here's J, it's top left. Now J is bottom left, okay? So again, with a reflection and rotation, the order of the letters change. Last one here, we're just gonna write, is this a reflection across the x-axis or the y-axis? So if I look at this, I'm taking, and it looks like I'm flipping over this line. So I would just write R, capital R, for reflection, and then y-axis. And then the shape ABC, because that's what I'm reflecting. And if we look at this one, it actually looks the same, right? I'm still reflecting over that line. So capital Y, or capital R, y-axis, MATH. If we were flipping what looked like up and down versus left and right, then we would write x-axis instead of y-axis. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. We will do some more practice with this in class, and I will talk to you soon.